Hello everyone and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Now in the last episode we made preparations to move into the county of Ross here, or the Earldom of Ross I suppose I should say, held by this countess here. She's allied to quite a few people, but the hope is that we can still succeed with our allies. So, we spend the time getting ready. It's time to go to war. We do not have a lot of strength, but neither do they. Our claims, we will gain the contested title. We're going to go for it. This could all end in tragedy. Tragedy, who knows. Let's raise the forces. I'm hoping because they're all split that we can raise the army. We're going to lose money pretty quickly here, actually. Let's go. I'm hoping that they're going to be too occupied doing other things to come fight. And we're going to call on our allies as well. You are calling. You're joining my war. We need to bring everyone we can in here. Oh no, we've already spoken to you. We need to bring you in. Our son, Radri. You are definitely going to war. And our other... Oh yes, Nuala, our sister and best friend. You're coming to war as well. Because we need all the help we can get. It seems that there's a hostile force here as well. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Seems to be some fighting going on. So there seems to be a fighting between Prince Shaw and Prince Willan. That's great because that means they're going to be completely occupied with other people. I'm just hoping they don't come and attack us. Okay. We also need to speak to the Pope. I wonder if he's willing to send us money. He's not, because he does not like us, and we're waging war against one of our own faith, which of course is an issue, but I'm hoping because these guys are completely occupied elsewhere, even though they've joined the war, I'm hoping that they'll be in too deep with their own war against each other to come fight this war. So we're going to move into the Earldom of Ross here. And we're going to have to be as quick as we can because we do not have the money or time on our side. We are missing a councillor. We need a new spy master. Let's assign... who's the best one? Let's assign Finbar. No, let's assign Arthur here. That reminds me, actually, let's pause. Do we have all the knights we can? Do we have all the knights that we can fighting? I'm trying to remember how to do that. Hang on. It's in the court, isn't it? Guests, your knights. Well, first of all, we should have court as a physician, but that we don't want to hire them for a fee, so that's not going to go well. But in terms of our actual army, I'm hoping we're going to be okay here. There's not going to be a lot we can do otherwise. They are going after each other, which is nice. And we're starting to siege down here. There's still another 5 months left. So they are starting to starve. And there's rampant disease, which is helpful. There is a quick fight here we're having, but I think we should be able to clear this up without too many casualties. There we go. We have won a victory here. And our allies have started to arrive. Wonderful. Prince Shaw's also joined the war. Oh, now that the neighbours' war has been won. Okay, we need to move quickly here. 2 months left and desertion is beginning to happen. I don't know if that's on our side or theirs, but either way, it looks like they're coming in. The 454 troops here are coming in, as are these troops here. So it's going to be pretty tough, actually. Do we go support... I think we have to go support our troops here. Or no, we keep on going. We have to keep on with the siege. The siege is so nearly there. Siege is won. Enforce the demands. We got it! Yes! To the heartless Lucia, may wisdom ever elude you. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with my demands. We get the Earldom of Ross, the city of Gerloch. We have gained 15 fame, and your allies shed 15 fame based on their contribution. We have gained Ross. Now all we need to start working towards is Marae. That's the goal. If we can hold Marae, we can start moving forward and hopefully own Scotland. So let's have a look here. Who goes to what, essentially? First thing, however, we need to break down the military because we have no money really to spare. Did we gain any prisoners from that at all? We're stopping this scheme. Abandon that scheme. Do we have anyone in our prison at all? We also need a new spouse. Someone who can't cause us any issues, but we really need to work on our economy because, blimey, we're struggling. Control is okay in Ross, but it's not going to be great. Hopefully with the taxes, when the taxes return to normal, we should be in a lot better way there. We do indeed need a new physician, so let's do that. But we're going to have to pay for them, which is going to be a pain. So it's going to be tough to continue holding on to what we need to. Let's stop that. And that will also give us some more troops, which will be lovely, some more levies. Okay. Call physician. This world is full of dangers, even to a Banmore and her court. As per my request, my servants have inquired after recommendations. Now they've assembled a few options to choose from. We have Bertha, who costs 50 gold, which we definitely can't afford. And Muadhild, or Muad Knight. Seems enthusiastic, if nothing else. She is a forger, she's an aggressive attacker, she is forgiving. She has decent learning. Bring her on board. I just need a court physician. Now we are in debt, but that shouldn't stay very long. We also need to find ourselves a very old person to marry, because we don't want to father any more children, but we do want someone with good stats to help us, such as this person here. Joachim the Quick Karlberg, welcome. Because once he's joined, that will also give us a realm, our council. There we go. He's going to assist the ruler in any way he can. But actually, we want we want money as best we can. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now let's also have a look at our realm and have a look at the succession. Who gains what? So we'll play as Mormere Ruadri. Yep, that's fine. So we'll actually gain some land down in Spain. But who gains what? So Mormere Ruadri gets Buchanan. And Ectus Seamus, our grandson. Is that grandson of Ruadri? No, that's of Seamus. You, good sir, are being disinherited. So you can no longer be in the line of succession. Yeah, he's not going to be all too happy with us. But that does mean the succession should be fixed. That should mean it goes to Ruadri. We hold on to our lands. We hold on to our lands for now. As long as he doesn't have another son. I don't mind if he has another son. But Lucia either needs to die or we need to get up to a duchy. Now what's it going to take on the duchy? Because they're going to have an ally. They're allied with the Duke Walter of Strathclyde, who's got a very handsome army behind him, and they're married, so there's not going to be a great chance there of doing anything useful. So, what can we get with our martial lifestyle perk? We can get organised march, we can get party and tactics, and we get engineered for destruction. I think we're going to go for I think we're going to go for organised march here. But I would also, as soon as we can, switch over to learning. Actually, no, we don't want. Sorry, no, I'm being silly. We want to hold on to. We don't want her to live that much longer, or do we? Well, she's 45, she's got some years yet. Let us focus on wealth creation. It's a stewardship isn't the most interesting tree that we can choose. But we just need to do whatever we can. Let's go to that, let's go to that. Okay. So our troops have been disbanded. And here we go, we're starting to make some money now, especially with the wealth focus at 10%. So, Ruadri follows us. Ruadri also has lands, I know. Down here, he pays as the Mormaer of Visu, or Viso, however one says it. There's a little bit of land down here in Castile. I wonder, however, I guess maybe our lands might move into Castile's territory, which isn't going to make us all too popular up here in Spain, or up here in Scotland. So actually, we really want to try to take over this land if we can. However, I think what we need to do... You are betrothed, yes. He doesn't like us because we've been disinherited. We've disinherited him. But we just... we need to find a way forward. So let's go to the Duchess of Marae. Does she have any other vassals apart from our sisters? No. Well, there's the mayor here. The city of Keith. We can't take over the city of Keith, okay. We do not have the ability to take on that land there. So that's not going to happen. We could, however, take on Sutherland, but again, we don't want to take on the county. We don't want to take on Danelaw, is essentially the issue. I'm going to be honest. We could take on... We could claim the title. We could get an unpressed claim. And they're not going to be all too pleased. But it'll give us more land. And it would go to be honest, it's not going to go to... It's going to go to someone else. Who's it going to? It's going to go to our nephew, who is not playing as anyone. He's unlanded, but still something could happen. Okay, so someone has converted to Heresy. I'm not all too concerned. It doesn't really relate to us. What I might do is if we get the land down in... If we keep the land in Castile, I'm quite tempted to give it away and try join the land of Scotland again. The faithful prepare for war. A papal envoy has reached my court, bringing news from the Vatican. Pope Alexander issued a call to arms to all righteous Christian rulers. As Catholic Bamormaer, I am expected to prepare my men in support of this most holy cause, sponsored by the Universal Church itself. To those who will take fight against the vile infidels desecrating the holy grounds of Jerusalem, the Holy See promises full absolution from all sins and a guaranteed place in heaven. We could finance the cause, we could join the cause, or we will join the cause. Why not? It worked well for us last time. We have no beneficiary. Let us appoint... We could appoint our nephew, but he's not really the best person we could choose. Looks like we've got a lot of people joining Heresy here. There's also a renewed jihad, so this is total war. The House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. In response, His Magnificence, Caliph Al-Qaim, has declared that the era of renewed jihad is upon the world. The core regions of the Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim faithful should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Muslim aggression. St. George protect us. Muslim faiths now can be... they can now join the jihad, and actually it seems like we may not... It seems like currently Catholicism is kind of a bit behind in its troop amounts against the Seljuk living here in Jerusalem. But we would get we would get some money actually. We get some prestige. We'll keep an eye on that. It doesn't start for another 12 months. It doesn't start for another year. So we've got the time to wait, really. Starts on the 13th of October, 1119. Okay. So we have a bit of time to work with before we are required to go to war. That's okay. We can use that time to the best of our advantage. Now, what can we do to gain more lands? I would like to become a duchess. However, someone's claiming Athlone or Connacht. Okay, this could be interesting. Galloway is still owned by our sister, as is Ulster. But we have two regions now, so we can start to get a bit more troops, a bit more income, and hopefully we can just start pushing forward. Oh, our lover Finbar died. He was 75. That's not overly surprising. That's a pretty good time to live, given your this is the medieval ages. So yeah, we'll keep our husband just assisting the ruler. We don't particularly mind about him. It's just we could be useful. We want to ensure that our bishop. Oh, hang on. What's this? Accusations of witchcraft. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Ross as proof that Moir... Who are you? You're a paragon? Hang on. You're just wandering. You just happened to be in Buchanan at the time. She's a miracle worker. She's pretty good, but she could easily be a witch. This is the evidence. She's been practicing witchcraft in her hut on the outskirts of the village. The villagers claim her evil works must be the cause of their bad weather and are calling for her execution. We could kill her, and we would satisfy the peasants, which might be useful. Probably opinion plus 25 against some piety. She could join our court, and she'd be very good. In fact, she'd be an excellent physician. But we would upset the peasants, and we would gain 60% stress, and the mental break's not good. So unfortunately, she is going to go join the afterlife, whichever afterlife she chooses. We get an... hang on, what's this? You get an unpressed claim on the earldom of Angus. Interesting. So the earldom of Angus is here. Do you hold the earldom of Angus? You do. You're allied to him, which is unfortunate. They've got some pretty good men, and we don't have the gold. However, we could start making inroads into Prince Walland's territory, and here, if we can take over Angus, we could stand a good chance of becoming a Dutch. We could become a Duchess. This guy has a lot of claims, blimey. Anyway, we get an unpressed claim, and that's good. So we have a claim floating about. Presumably, it's going to stay on. Hang on, if it's unpressed, then it's not inherited by children. By our children. Okay. Now that we've joined the Crusade, can we ask the Pope for some money? Hopefully he likes us a bit more now. Oh, total is 1. Can we sway you? Sure, let's sway you. Can we ask for some gold now? Okay, if we can sway him, that'd be good. Because we can get a lot of money from the Pope when he's in a generous mood. He's also a whole of body, novice hunter, scholar, and athletic. Good on you. That's presumably why you're of a good age and still living. So we are starting to move into the Kingdom of Scotland here. We're making some good progress here, but we can't rest on our laurels. We have to keep fighting. maybe here in Angus, when there's a good moment, we can push in. And, so he holds Angus, the Outer Hebrides, and Atholl. Who holds this land? Who holds here? Eldon of the Mearns, Principal Land of Scotland. We have unlocked a new stewardship. We can demand payment for hooks. We can save money. We can use claim thrown against your liege. I think not. We don't have the ability to do that. Let's collect taxes more effectively. That seems a useful thing to do. And we can gain some more money out of that. We're slowly gaining money, but it's going to take a long time yet. Anything useful in here? We have low county control in Ross. We do. Who looks after... We can assign our marshal. We're also fourth in line to inherit the Mormaerdom of Ulster. Okay. Right, so let's get our marshal. That's not where our marshal lives. Let's get you to increase control in Ross, please. It's going to take you 4 years. And it's... Can we kill all our family members in order to win Ulster? So Necton is our nephew. Then presumably Cayman, yep, and presumably our niece, and Netta, yes. The issue is that if any of these guys have children, then that causes issues. However, he's married to a 50-year-old, so she presumably cannot produce children anymore, and she's a drunkard, so I think that's unlikely to happen. What about Cayman? Is married to also married to a 51-year-old. Also our nephew. Where are you living? You're in Modena. Interesting. Can we start killing off our nephew? I didn't think Lucia would be so power hungry, but she really is. Let's go find... Let's see if we can kill you. Doesn't seem to be very likely. Can we kill you instead? If we can kill you, then they'll just die of old age. But they could remarry. That's the issue. Let's go to Intrigue. Will anyone be willing to join us? No, and certainly not without money. Let's end that scheme. Does the Pope like us now? He might do. Always up to 0. We can offer you a ward. Here, have our grandson. Pope Alexander. He'll be happy. We do have bandits running rampant, which isn't going to be very useful. But hopefully, now that we've offered the Pope... offered the Pope some of our... he can now educate one of our children as he sees fit, which is good. And hopefully... No? I thought you'd like us a bit more. Oh, it goes up by 5 a month. Okay, that's fine. By the end of next month, that should increase. I'm guessing maybe it needs to... Oh, there we go. So now we can ask for gold. And here we go. First of all, let's ask for some gold. Okay, the crusade is launched for Jerusalem immediately. The time has come to bring St. George's holy wrath against the vile infidels of Jerusalem. Inflamed by righteous fury and unyielding resolve, the great army of crusaders, assembled by Pope Alexander, set forth to deliver divine justice upon the wicked and earn their place in heaven. And he's also given us some money. I'm slightly concerned, however, that I don't think this crusade... Oh no, okay, we've got the troops. Wonderful. So we will see what share we can win. And I suppose we will appoint Cayman as our beneficiary. However, I think that will be for next time. So thank you so much for watching. We've finally made some good progress up in Scotland. We've taken over Ross. And we have the ability to go into Angus. Potentially, once all their troops go to war... down in Jerusalem, we can overtake them. However, I would imagine we can't declare war against Prince Shaw, as we are allied to him in a crusade. Of course we are. So we can't do that. However, we could find a useful way forward. But thank you so much for watching, and expect more of this very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.